These two vehicles right here, and plus the maroon, there's a maroon SUV. One of them had regular, like you get from the factory, silver rims. The other one had black rims. But anyways, one of my Hope Home residents, his name was Larry. I can't remember his last name, but after I resigned from City of Hope Outreach as the Hope Home Men's Transitional Living Facility Director, I was talking to Larry, and Larry was like, "Man, this vehicle keeps following me, but they get in front of me and they'll yell at me." He said they keep yelling at me, and then pulling into a parking lot, or they'll park, and but he said, like, in the direction I'm going, they're parking right in front of me. And he said, if I start moving, once I get up and start walking, they'll pull up and they'll drive past me. If I stop at another park, if I stop and sit down, they'll pull in a parking lot down from me and start yelling and harassing me again. And he said, and I started sitting for like an hour instead of just taking a break. And he said it got to be where I was going to a block and sitting. He said, and they kept on doing that. And I was like, that's being done to me too. But anyways, one day I was talking to Larry. Like everyone who came into the Hope Home, I told them I'm a biohack human research test subject. I have artificial intelligence combat software streaming into me. I've been contacting police department, sheriff's department, FBI field offices, letting them know that I have AI combat software streaming against law enforcement officers. Anytime law enforcement officers are close to me, basically the AI combat software starts streaming out attack command frequencies, our audio, video, all that, and letting them know the truth. But letting them know I've been contacting churches, mosques, temples, worldwide since 2016, and an investigative journalist. So if you're going to do something stupid, don't do it here at the Hope Home. If you're going to fuck up and do drugs, do it away from here. Just letting them know the truth. But in doing so, I found a bunch of other biohacked human research test subjects being wireless brainwave data mine. But anyways, so these vehicles are in the maroon SUV are pretty standard in a lot of the videos I've got of at the park. And one day, whenever the maroon SUV with the heavy set lady who said, "I represent targeted justice," started dog walking me, I was like, I'm going to see where she takes me to. Doing the same thing they were doing to Larry. Yelling out the window, driving by yelling. Stop. They pull in a parking lot ahead of me, stop. And so they walked me all the way up here to the library, and I came through the front doors. Usually I go through the back doors because I like looking at the flowers and all that. But she was standing right by the desk and then ran behind the office workers into the back office area. And that was the first time she did that. The second time the same one, I was coming up through the middle ramp, and she happened to be coming out from behind the desk, or was in the middle, and she turned and did a huge U-turn and ran right back behind the desk workers. And I'm positive it's because it's against the law for anyone who doesn't work in a place where they keep information as far as like job application, resumes, social security numbers, people's information file to be behind the counter. And I know that because I used to do a job like that, or jobs like that, working for drug rehab facilities, NGOs. But it's because running behind the counter, like I've been telling y'all to pay attention to, is because they're trying to get the employees to stop whoever the domestic terror sleeper cell members are running COINTELPRO on, and set them up for a violent event. And but these two, the silver SUV and the maroon SUVs, are been standard. Like, they've been pretty standard. The silver SUV started being used, I guess, probably about a year ago. But they're in a lot of my videos of being up at the park. But they are known for dropping off the foot soldiers of the domestic terrorist sleeper cell, and so that they can run COINTELPRO on people. And like I've said, while I'm sitting up here, there's at least 2 other groups of domestic terrorist sleeper cell foot soldiers running COINTELPRO, and a couple other people uptown. And the truth's the truth, and I'm telling the truth. But my name's Jeremy Huffstickler. Your social media platform, Twitter X. My Twitter X pages are suspended at the moment. I got to email Twitter X back, and if I have to, I'm going to contact the sheriff's department, because my Twitter X page, Jeremy Huffstickler 2+2, God's Word Never Wavered, is running timeline on the domestic terrorist sleeper cell, and then I didn't do nothing to be suspended from Twitter X. I figured I got red flagged by the sleeper cell members, but I also have a lot of Facebook pages from 2016 to early 2024, late 2023, but have not been on Facebook for well over a year and a half. But then I'm back on YouTube, doing dual channels and getting up some of my old videos. But anyways, if anyone contacts you asking you for money, telling you we used to work together, I ain't dated no one in 10 years, any of that BS. Don't even talk to females in any form, way, shape of dating, because my daughter told me not to date anyone. But if anyone's contacted you asking you for money, telling you to come see me, taking money from you, acting like they represent me or have had anything to do with 2 + 2, I made it very clear I wouldn't be asking people for money, donations. I've been offered a lot of money. My stuff got stolen out of my van, my donations list, but my cell phone got stolen first. They got into my electronic files. But if anyone's done any of that, do your part. Go to the police department, sheriff's department, FBI field office. They use the stolen cell phone to human traffic you, sex traffic you. Police department, sheriff's department, FBI field office.